Hello everybody, Steve. Welcome back to Surviving the Aftermath. In the last video, we had another winter storm arrive. Right as I was saying my goodbyes, my mechanic shop was built up. The problem is, it's not connected to any energy network. I need to figure out the energy network in this game, because here's a transformer, which is hooked up to this, which is hooked up to this. But this one, which is near this, isn't hooked into the grid. So this confuses me. I want to upgrade this to a large transformer right away. I can't though, for the simple reason of I have no components for it. So if I go ahead and I cancel this construction, hit play on the video, that may be helpful too. I cancel the construction on that wind turbine. Hey look, I have some components that should be popping available into the field. And I can go ahead and upgrade this to a large transformer. A lot of stuff just got disconnected from the grid, which is okay. And I do like that this is just... it's just scrubbing bubbles, everything for that. Let's go ahead, prioritize this, please.
Ready.
Get Amara working on this, and while that's happening, a colonist has an idea. They're quite excited about something.
One colonist has found what looks like an old lawnmower engine.
Having spent a lot of his life scavenging and tinkering in old world junkyards before settling here, he's ecstatic about the idea of trying to restore the engine. Needs some metal, parts, and fuel to get the combustion engine to work. The engine's barely in one piece and restoring is risky, but could prove valuable if useful. We will need 30 metal, 12 of my 189 parts, and 18 of my 121 fuel to let him try. The man is given what he needs. He hauls the engine to the tool shop and starts his work. Eventually, the engine springs to life. The man is over the moon and hurries to scribble down notes. In his excitement, he has to make sure the engine stays cool, and moments later, it combusts violently. The man barely has time to run out of the way, and the tool shop definitely suffers some damage. We get 30 metal back. We lose 2 parts. We lost all of our fuel, but we got 150 science out of it in the process. Okay, emergency repairs on this. My grand tool shop is ablaze. That's a bit of a problem, and something that we don't have in the post-apocalyptic future is a... what's that word I'm looking for? Fire department. I don't have a fire department in the future. Nazari's got good scavenge, and I left her behind when Lancaster and Scrappa came back to the colony. Nazari was operating up here, predominantly by herself. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's like, oh, she could actually, yeah, she could come way the hell over here and get those guns. It would likely involve her at some point meeting up with Garrot, who is in an abandoned hatchback. But I was talking in the last video about sending Lancaster out in a vehicle. I should take her out. I just want Lancaster to go out on his own for that. And then once Lancaster gets here... oh, the fun boxes arrived from Junkton. Want him, because he's got good scavenge, he's got good research. I want to utilize him to get as much as we can. There we go. Large transformers up. This whole area is energized now. That's good. We now have more parts being produced from our 1,000 junk. We can hopefully start making some parts up with this. Firewood is running critically low right now. We're at 35. Hopefully this winter storm will start wrapping up sooner rather than later.
Ready.
Hey, can you come and assist, please? What are you... oh. Small beetle carcasses. Okay. This is how I usually record. I record early in the morning before my daughter wakes up. My daughter just sat up in bed, made some noise, and just went back down. This may be a 2-part video in that I record the first few minutes of it right now, and the second part of it another time, maybe during lunch? I don't know yet. I'm just going to move this work area back just a skosh. Okay, she might be down again. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the metal extractor up and running. How many electronics do I have? I have exactly 40 electronics, so I'm actually going to upgrade to my metal auto extractor at this point. I could have gone for a concrete extractor, because my concrete is running low, but just getting concrete continuously from that auto extractor is really, really helpful. There's a concrete ruin right there, there's a concrete ruin right here, but this factory's on top of it. I don't think I can actually build my concrete extractor on top anymore. No, I can't. So this concrete extractor is pretty much blocked off until I decide to get rid of this electronics factory. But the electronics factory is doing me very, very well. We have exactly... Oh shit, where did those electronics go? Did I put them somewhere else? Hey, the storm dome is done. Hey, look at all that happiness sweeping through the colony. Yay. Are you kidding me? You need power too? Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to electrify this whole damn camp. Or electrocute this whole damn camp. I haven't decided yet. Okay, we're gonna build that one first, and then figure out what I need to do in between them to hook them all up. It's probably gonna be like right there or something. Actually, yeah, it would be pretty much right there. I'm just gonna put it behind the ranch. I won't wait till it's built, and then I'll figure it out, what I have to do for it. But hey, the storm dome's gonna be a bunch more happiness. Fun box extra, I got 54. I will go ahead and authorize this construction. It's gonna take wood, metal, concrete, and pretty much all the fun boxes I have, minus and 10. To get that up and running. I'm a little surprised this winter storm has not wrapped up yet. See if I can get Lancaster on the road. Damn! Car was just made ready before this after that cycle had ended. Alright, so you're gonna come. Guns there, antibiotics there. Yeah, pretty much just gonna come out here first. It's gonna take him 4 cycles to arrive. Brought finished scavenging the fuel up. She has 100 health. It will take her 6 cycles to clear the antibiotics in the downtown, so we're gonna do that. There's on our way there. The settler is almost to the convenience store to set up the new outpost. Everybody else is traveling or is in the middle of operations, so we'll go ahead back to the colony for that. This transformer got built quick. Alright, now we have that transformer, we can figure out how the next transformer needs to hook into. Alright, we can hook it up like this. I'm going to put it this way just a skosh, because there's a burner right here that I want to make sure I get my hands on also. We're going to get the storm dome hooked up. Awesome. New discovery, axial flow has been completed. Something showed up right at the gate as I was clicking away into this. Energy consumption reduction. I do think delicacy is maybe the way to go now. So the mill will take metal, parts, and concrete. Will turn flour into... Sorry, wheat into flour. And the bakery, we're going to need flour, eggs, milk, and what the hell? Roaches? Insects? To making rolls and whatnot. That's going to be a real good thing for me. I don't think I'm going to go with that yet. I think actually the biofuel is going to be the way to go. We're going to just sink our stuff into a lot of things. Beaten up car is sputtering towards the colony. Definitely need some TLC. I got a couple guys available.
An ancient-looking car, covered in layers of dirt and rust, slowly approaches the colony before giving up a good walking distance from it.
A rugged man steps out and waves, asking for assistance. A vehicle is rare around these parts. Really, though? How many cars do I have? I have like one in my garage right now, but how many are out in the field? And those who drive them are a varying bunch, but many of them are successful one way or another. The compensation might be worth it. We can help the man fix his car, or decline help. I'm going to offer to help the man fix his car, because it's your neighborhood mechanic. The most mechanically inclined colonists gather together and approach the man, who turns out to be rather friendly. 1,000 thanks, I have no idea what's wrong, it just stops working after a while. Then I top it up again and it's fine. So the problem is with the ignition, the valves, or the fuel intake. I'm thinking probably the valves. Because, no, it could be the fuel intake. Just tops it off though. I'm thinking the engine. The colonists begin working on the engine, taking it apart bit by bit and inspecting everything in detail. However, once the car is put back together, it still fails to spark. Blimey, well thanks for trying. I suppose the old girl is just at the end of her road. Scrap it for parts or do as you please with it, the man sighs. He gathers up his belongings, bids his farewell, and marches toward the wilderness one step at a time. Dang! I was hoping we were actually like, hey, fix the car, keep the car. Like, you know, keep the wheels. Would have been awesome, but I guess not. It was not to be. Seedy business. Let's see what that one is. Traded a seed from a society. Oh, that's easy enough. We have Going Green and New Dawn are really the last two things to get done. And I know I keep like, oh, I'll do it eventually. I'll do it eventually. I do have all the means to build the Doomsday Bunker. It's just I'm having a lot of fun building up the colony. It really is entertaining to me. Yeah, once this is built... Cool. It's now 100 entertainment. That's helpful. Is the library built at the same time? No. We just need the last few materials on that. And I'll probably put something fun in here. Like a shrine. Maybe a shrine will fit in there, or a botanical garden. Does a botanical garden fit? Not at the orientation it's at. I could actually slap a botanical garden in between the houses, which would be nice. It would need water, which means making a water tank. And it is actually the same depth as a house. That's helpful, at least. I'm going to queue that up, too. Just so the folks... And I don't know how big the arcades are. Maybe the arcades are that size and they can fit in there. Probably not. But having something else to keep the colonists happy back here would be really helpful. Alright, this winter storm's been going on for some time now. It really can just piss off already. The car's been spotted in the distance. It's stuck. Alright, we have a lot of car stuff going on today.
A colonist on the lookout has noticed a car in the middle of the desert.
It belongs to a woman who's waving a cloth furiously at the colony, yelling out for help. Her car is stuck in the wash, and she can't pull it out without help and equipment. With a bit of rope and manpower, she could be on her way, but trekking there is definitely a bother. Leaving her out there would be too cruel, so a small party of colonists walks to her location with some cranks and rope. With a bit of pushing and pulling, the car finally lurches out of the wash and back onto solid ground. The colonists are covered in wash and dirt and definitely need a good scrub, but at least the deed was done. The woman is very grateful and offers a modest reward. The woman climbs back in her car and speeds off, continuing her journey. We got 12 parts, that's not bad, and 3 folks just need to go hit the showers. Speaking of the showers... I don't think I have space for a sauna back here. That's what I was talking about like a week or so ago. It's actually like, hey, let's go build a sauna back here too. I could build it back here. How much is a sauna? Oh, it's just a skosh too big. You know what? I'm going to cancel the construction on this just for a minute. I'm going to slap down a sauna. In here because I actually want to... That's kind of the point of this area, is to make it really, really habitable and really hospitable for folks. So we have that, and then I'll put the library back in next to it. And then I'll get rid of the scout tower, and then I'll build the library right next to it. These buildings will both require water, which is okay, because I can just build a large water tower. Hey, the storm is ending. I'm actually going to put that water tower right behind this house. And, hey look, here's a lake. Let's put a big water pump. We'll help electrify this neighborhood once that happens. And we're also going to immediately upgrade it to a steam sauna too. So this is actually really needed. The large transformer is needed to get this up and running, to get this up, and wow, the library is already being built. Cool. So we're at a point now where we have a lot of stuff that's actually falling into place. My big problem, air quotes, is going to be my electronics, or lack thereof. With this plastics deposit not being utilized, I'm just going to take that paved road out a little bit further. These trees I don't think can be harvested, so I'm just going to leave him be. And we're going to go ahead and make another electronics factory. Put that guy right there, and that one's actually going to make electronics proper. Or I could do a fourth one doing components. So the fact we're making a lot of components is really, really beneficial to me. I totally forgot that. So you build scavenge, please. Thank you. He's arrived on site. I like it. It's going to take 2 cycles for him to clear that out. I like it. Sure, but I'll have you pop out. What's your health at? 75 of 80? Hop in that beat-up ass car. I do see we have another specialist available, so let's go ahead, pop him out. Get in there and heal up. 352. Are you bleeping kidding me? He can take it. Zang, a scavenger. 250 research, 200 scavenge. This is essentially another Lancaster. So, yeah, I'm going to recruit him. I don't think I'm going to make another settler just yet. For the main reason that I'm not sure where I should put another settler just yet. Or who I should make another settler. Boom! Happiness. Oh, this does need power too. If this thing's not in range, I'm going to be super pissed. I'll have to build another one like back here behind it. Actually, I'm going to cancel that. I totally forgot I needed power. It actually would have been in range. Bollocks. Yeah, put it back where it was. Put it back where it was. Okay. Do we have another car available? Yeah. I'm actually going to put him into the field with Lancaster. We'll figure out what we need to do next. Then go from there. Alright, that area has been cleared. That's nice. This area has not been cleared. And hey, look, it's right next to the giant waste dump I have. Speaking of giant waste dumps, let's see if anybody wants my waste. They got parts and components willing to trade. I'll take them all. I have 4 fun boxes that I'm not giving you, because you just sent them to me, and I'll send you all my pollution. How about that? Wait, I need milk, actually. Shit. Okay. I guess I'll send like 400 wood-ish. And 500 metal. Seems like a decent trade. Yeah. We'll take the cattle, because we do need the cattle to get the milk, and the milk is needed for the bakery. Oh, wow. That's the auto metal extractor, by the way. That's kind of cool. Oh, wow, and you have to do another further upgrade to the magnetic separator. Interesting. Huh. And it can toggle between metal and junk and metal and rare metal. Huh. I do have a power deficit running right now, which is telling me I need to get another turbine built. Let's get that up and running. I've got all the materials for it, thankfully. And this... yeah, there we go. It's being built finally. So we have our water tank, which is good. We're filling it up with water. We have... and this is going to need power, and this is going to need power. So this is going to come online, but yep, immediately we're running into a power problem with it. But the fact we're going to have the library up and running... I'm going to actually order that up to the botanical garden. We don't have enough fun boxes for it, but we have enough of everything else for it. The water pump is almost built too, which is going to very quickly fill up our stores. I'm looking forward to this. I'm about to say, kidding me? Okay, cool. So the steam sauna's up and running. And the library's up and running. And the water pump is up and running. So now we have a 50 surplus on water. This thing's gonna fill up quick. I like it. Alright. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. So I'm actually gonna take that over to here. We're gonna empty the car out. Kind of come back and just wait for these folks to get healed up. Alright. Got another cycle and a half there for Lancaster. Oh, great googly moogly! I forgot about this. How long ago did that winter storm end? I don't think I took anybody off of these ones once everything stopped. Oh, that explains why I have so many people ready to go, ready to head out. All right. He's going to join. Actually, I think what we'll do is this. He's going to head out and join up with this group here. We'll kind of figure out what the best play is going to be for him. I'm going to get a ton of science out of this. There's some stuff out in this area that can be scavenged. And it's really just going to be an issue of going out, scavenging, healing up. Going out, scavenging, healing up. Lather, rinse, repeat. Electronics factory is up and running, and again, it's next to something. This is where my frustration with the power is really coming into play, is that there's power production here, and this building is just outside of it, therefore you're up shit creek. I'm just gonna do a tiny transformer here just to kind of fill the gap. And I can upgrade it later if needed. A colonist is under the weather. They need to be taken care of.
A colonist has been acting up lately. He's been getting more and more apathetic. And he's lost a lot of weight.
Complains about stomach pains. It says he feels weak and fatigued even though he eats the same as everyone else. Something is clearly off. I'm going to check his rations. Stomach parasite. Okay. Wasn't reading that one because I was keeping an eye on my co-pilot. Just still stirring in a crib. Okay. These buildings that don't have a lot for me to do at the moment, these scrappers, I'm thinking about doing a full dismantle on them. I do see there's there's some wood scrap out there. Just doesn't have, and there's a concrete rubble way out there. I love that my foresters are just to have this area producing trees almost infinitely, and I love it. Actually, that is a reason to bring power down this way, is because I can upgrade this to a sawmill. And they can start producing a hell of a lot more wood out of that. So that's something to keep in mind too. My wood storage is full. I love that this one, like, they haven't even started using these two. It's like, this one's like, they put all the wood in this one. It's like, I put all the plastic in this one's like, I don't know what to do with everything else. So we're getting this little transformer built. That's okay. We got this wind turbine going, which means we have more power going into the grid. I don't know if we're going to actually get back all the way up to 12,000. But, I mean, if we can, that'd be nice. Checking it down here. We're waiting on some fun boxes. That's okay. We got our library up and running. We got our steam sauna up and running. We got our school up and running. We have our shrine. The movie theater will be built eventually. I'm not going to make that one a priority, mainly because, you know, lightning strikes. But when I decide to upgrade these houses to be heated houses, all I have to do is just spend some components and a lot of metal and concrete, which is why I upgraded... Wait, you're not auto yet? I have no electronics, I'm not going to auto you yet. But the ability to get a ton of materials extracted, really helpful. This guy's need a decon anyway, so he's fine for the moment. We'll get electronics produced out of here is going to start chipping into my components. But it's kind of the nature of the beast a little bit. We have 749 rare metals. And granted, we do have the capacity to start getting rare metals directly from the colony itself. It's 10 production. Wait. So yeah, it's 20 metal, 10 junk, or 10 rare, 5 metal. So if I have 3 of these guys and do 2 on metals and junk and 1 on metals and rare metals, I should, keyword, be fine. Eventually I'm going to build these out, but I need a lot more components for that, and probably a lot more power generation too. Alright, specialists are done. A lot of specialists got done.
Mission complete.
Cool. We have guns. Lots of guns. This will kill her. We go that way. Let's see. You're just covering that. Get some medicine over here.
How may I help you?
4 cycles to clear. That's an acceptable risk.
Mission complete.
You're gonna take 10 per.
Yes.
You are active and available. I'm gonna have you get in the car.
Uh-huh.
Hop out, please.
Roger.
Hop out, please. Alright, let's go. See if Roberts can get me something going down this way.
Yep.
5 cycles to clear that. 5 to clear that. I think we know where he's going to go. Next cycle he's going to go there and clear that one out. Baron's going to hold fast. Well, that's going on. And Lancaster finished off that. Took no damage in that area. Have him pop in the car. Another reason I wanted him to have a good vehicle to him. I'm going to take 5 cycles to clear that. 5 times 15 is going to be close to death. It will be death, actually. We'll pull him out after a few cycles.
Mission complete.
Got all the meds out of that. Pop into the car. I'm going to have you limp down this way. There's a ton of electronics in her car, but I want to get as much as I can from her. Probably... damn. There's an abandoned off-roader there, too. Need to get a specialist out her way. Actually, to kind of like take that car back and grab it, because there's electronics here, there's antibiotics here, there's more electronics here, there's more antibiotics here. I think we know where Zari's going to be going here soon.
Reporting
In fact, let's just divert now.
Not going
It's going to take her 5 cycles to get there, and we'll kind of have these two link up and bring everything back to the colony they've collected. There's a lot they have picked up, and I want to make sure we're getting that going too. Awesome. We have our 4th electronics factory up and running, and eventually I will probably clean this all up, put all the electronics factories in one spot, put all these other factories in one spot, make sure that they're all in a position to be functioning in the right way. Speed up time. Let's get through one more cycle. And biofuel, by the way, that was unlocked already, where the refinery takes 10 biofuel and produces 5 fuel with it. How much biofuel am I sitting on? Oil, I'm sitting on 194. I don't think I need this per se. I think I have... do I have sunflower seeds? I do have sunflower seeds. And the sunflowers can actually be converted into oil. So I'm thinking that I'm going to need to plant another field somewhere. What are you? Metal, decent richness, not great. Significant drain on power right now. We are in the overnight hours, though. Let's build. We're doing the Doomsday broadcast again. I'll Doomsday your broadcast. It doesn't even sound right. It doesn't even make any sense. Alright, we're going to build those 2 up.
Doomsday militia are not...
We've done this one in the past. So... the radio stations are... oh, damn, they're up this way this time? A-holes. None of my colonists are in position for this. Alright, new plan. Once my fighting team is healed up, I'm thinking... damn, the van does not carry enough people. We actually need the off-roader. So the off-roader's going to have to come back. What we'll need to do... switch out the off-roader for the van. I'm going to have to load up Turbine, Baron, Bonnie, probably Roberts, if I'm honest. Or Zhang.
Your command.
Zhang's actually Zhang should be a decent fighter as well. Send them up to clear out those broadcast towers. And those should also produce us some good materials also. Alright, this one is not going to be hooked up to the network, based on comments that have been seen in previous videos, so I'm actually going to cancel him. Bye-bye. We'll get that one up and running. And if I need to keep building this wind farm out, I will relocate these two facilities to somewhere else, like over here maybe. And just make sure that this kind of hodgepodge of buildings gets cleaned up in the future. Before I, of course, I slap down my... what's that thing called? Doomsday Bunker. I do want to start figuring out where that's going to be, but again, I'm having way too much fun just building this town. Doomsday Bunker, just so y'all know. 400, 300, 200. Complete the bunker by building engineer outpost and completing all steps in the thing. I mean, I could actually start it. Actually, it would fit right back there. There it is. Alright, we put it down. It's on pause. I don't know how much it's going to need to get fully operational, but we'll take care of this in the next video. For now, though, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching. Let's take one last look at the city. Oh, can't get that far in. And I'll see you all in the next video.